is Crystal. Welcome back to my channel. Today I received a new mission from the K-Influencer program, and it's to share about our experiences and our storytelling with a specific aspect within Korean culture, how it connects from the past to present time. So I thought it would be a perfect opportunity today for me to share about my experiences with how I learned Korean language and how I learned Hangeul, which is the Korean alphabet. At first, when I first started learning it, I was just doing like self-studying in senior year of high school. I basically just had a textbook and studied from there, and that's how I picked up Hangeul. I know it can be daunting at first to learn any new language, not even just Korean. So I hope that this video today and I can share some tips and tricks through this video that can help you learn Hangeul, because I promise you Hangeul is actually pretty easy to pick up, especially if you already know English. I feel like personally Hangeul is pretty similar to the English alphabet, and compared to other languages such as Chinese or Japanese, Hangeul has a lot less characters. The Hangeul alphabet only has 24 consonants, so there's a lot less to memorize. And once you get Hangeul down, once you memorize all 24 consonants, you're pretty much set. You're set for everything. Like, you can read anything in Korean. So I hope that through this video I can show you that it's actually pretty easy to learn Hangeul, and you can learn and start reading some letters, some words with Hangeul within less than 5 minutes, to be honest. So yeah, let's dive into this video and let's get started, and I'll show you guys how to learn Hangeul in less than 5 minutes and also my experiences with learning Korean. So why is Hangeul so special, and how did Hangeul come to be? So Hangeul, the alphabet, was created in the 15th century by King Sejong, so everyone can read and not just scholars. So he wanted to make a language that can be easily accessible to everyone. Each letter was designed to show how your mouth or tongue moves when pronouncing it. Fun fact, UNESCO calls Hangeul one of the most scientific writing systems in the world. Most alphabets took centuries to evolve. Hangeul, that was invented in the 1400s and still perfect today. So in Hangeul, let's get started with learning the letters. Like I said, I know it can be a bit daunting, but trust me, it is pretty easy once you get it down. I wanted to try to simplify it for you guys. So the letters of Hangeul, there's 24 basics, so there's 14 consonants. I'm gonna get started and show you guys the first 7. So the first one, if you were to think about it as English, it makes like a g or ka sound. So if you form it into words, it's like ga, ga, g, ga. The second one looks like an N, or like sounds like an N. Sorry, it doesn't look like N. And if you combine it, it makes like a na sound. D, it kind of sounds like a D or a T. So once you combine it, it makes like a da, da, da. 4 makes like a R or L sound. Don't think about it too much as sounding like the alphabet. There is a correlation, but if you get too stuck into it, it can change sometimes. So I think it's just important to get and memorize what each letter sounds like. So this, the fourth one, kind of makes a R or L sound. So if you combine it, it makes like a la. So like ramen in Korean is la myeon. So it has, this is actually the first part of ramen, la, like la myeon. And then the fifth one makes like a M sound, ma. ma, ma, like ma ma moo. The sixth one is like a b or p sound, like ba, ba, ba. 7 makes like a s sound, like sa, sa. So I'm gonna go over it again, this time a little bit faster, running it down, and then sing it with me. I think that'll make it easier to get a grasp of it. Sorry for the glare. Okay. 1, g or k, ga, ga. 2, n, na, na. 3, d or t, da, da. 4 makes the R or L sound, la, la, la. 5 like an M sound, ma, ma, ma. 6 like a B or P sound, ba, ba, ba. 7 like an S sound, sa, sa, sa. G, n, d, la, ma, ba, sa. Ga, ga. Na, na, da, da, la, la, ma, ma, ba, ba, sa, sa. Let's do this one more time, except faster. So now repeat after me. Ga, ga. Na, na. Da, da. La, la. Ma, ma. Ba, ba. Sa, sa. I think also I would recommend writing all this down. I think this would be good to just like refresh it and learn about it, and also as a way to just memorize it and keep on repeating it. I think the best way to get this down and memorized is just repetition. Just keep on writing it, keep on saying it, and eventually you will get it into your brain. That's what I did. So I just kept on writing it, kept on saying it until I memorized it, and I was able to start reading signs or like Korean words at Korean restaurants on like their menus. So I would recommend definitely writing this down. Now we're gonna move on to the next part. So the last 7 of the consonants in Hangeul. I would say the last 7 are a bit trickier, but honestly not as hard as the first 7. I think the only one is number 8, but I will go over that. So let's get started. Number 8. So this is a bit hard because it's silent at the start of a syllable. So if you see this kind of O shaped at the beginning of a word or sentence, it is silent. So it's the beginning of a word. If you think about in English, there are some words where the letters are silent when you pronounce them, such as the word doubt, D-O-U-B-T. The B is silent in doubt. I would think of it as that. So you don't pronounce this when it's at the start of a syllable. So it would just be ah, ah, ah. But if it's anywhere other than the start of a syllable, it's gonna make like a n sound. So at the end, it's gonna be like un. So if this was at the bottom here, it would be like an, an. Number 9 makes like a J sound, like ja, ja, cha, cha. Like cha means to sleep in Korean, like cha, cha. 10, it is similar to number 9. As you can see, there's just like a little straight line on top as the way to write it. It makes like a ch sound, like a cha, 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 cha. Number 11 makes like a k sound, like k. So it'd be like ka, ka, like kape, which is kape, which is like cafe in Korean, or kopi, which is like coffee in Korean. So it like makes like a ka, ka. Number 12 makes like a t sound, so it'd be like ta, ta, ta. 13 makes like a p sound, pa, pa. 14 makes like a h sound, so like ha, like ha, ha. So you think about, like, it also kind of looks like an H in a way. So if you think about like ha, ha. I'm gonna go over it again. I recommend saying it with me and then also writing it down as a way to just practice it. So number 8, if it's at the start of a syllable, it's gonna be silent. So ah, ah, ah. If it's at the end, let's say at the end of here, it will be on, on. So you would make the n sound, on. But if it's at the start of the syllable, ah, ah. Number 9, cha, 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 cha. Number 10, like a ch, cha, cha. Number 11, like a k sound, ka, ka. Number 12, like a t sound, ta, ta. Number 13, like a p sound, pa, pa. Number 14, like a h sound, ha, ha. Now I'm gonna say it again twice. Repeat after me. Ah, ah, cha, 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 cha. Ka, ka, ta, ta. Pa, pa, ha, ha. Kind of sounds like I'm like mocking someone, which is mean. But yeah, this one's just like ha, ha. So that's it. That's it for the consonants. There's only 14. Like I said, Hangeul only has 24 basics. So once you get the consonants down, you just have the vowels left. So now we're going to the basic vowels, which is 10. We're almost there. Once you get the basic vowels done, you have successfully learned Hangeul. So number 1 through 4, I split it up as vertical vowels. So if you notice the lines here, they run vertically. So the first 4 are, I call them vertical nouns. Vertical vowels. So they run vertically, the lines, to make it less confusing for you all. I split it up like that. I would say the vowels are the hardest to learn because there's more different ways to like pronounce it, or I do find it maybe a lot harder to like write it compared to consonants, but it's still pretty manageable. Just take your time with it. Don't get frustrated at first if you aren't getting it or it's not clicking. Just keep at it. I would say don't give up. So yeah, let's get started. Number 1 is pronounced as an ah sound. So this straight line to the right is how you write it, and it's pronounced as ah. So as you saw from the consonants, you've been seeing this symbol a lot. It's used a lot in words, and now you get to see how it's pronounced. So it's ah. And if you remember from the consonants, this character is silent at the start of a syllable, so you do not pronounce this. So it's just ah. Number 2, this straight line with 2 lines to the right is pronounced as ya. So as you saw, this character is silent at the start of the syllable, so it makes just a ya sound. In K-dramas, if you watch K-dramas, a lot of times people are like ya to like their friends. It's an informal way of just saying like hey to people who are like younger than you or the same age as you. You can be like yeah, yeah. Number 3 makes like a sound, so it's like oh, 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 like oh. Or like sister is like oni, oni, like oh, oh. Number 4 makes a yo sound, ya, your, yo. So it makes like yo, kind of like hey yo, like yo, like your shimi in Korean means to work hard, so it makes like your shimi, like yo. I'm gonna go over it again and then say it 2 times, pronounce it with me, and as I mentioned before, write it down. I think this would be really helpful to memorize. So number 1 makes like a ah sound, so it's like ah, ah, ah. Number 2, ya, ya, ya. Number 3 makes like a o sound, o, o, o. Number 4 makes like a yo sound, like yo, yo. Now repeat after me. Ah, ah. Ya, ya. O, o. Yo, yo. And those are the 4 basic vowels. Okay guys, you guys are almost there. There are now the last basic vowels. So as I mentioned, I split it up as vertical vowels or horizontal vowels. So if you notice, the lines are now running horizontal. So these are the horizontal vowels, except this one's an exception. But I just try to split it like that to make it a bit easier for you guys. So the 5th one, and also I hope you guys are not too overwhelmed. You guys got this. The 5th one, you pronounce it as O, like an O sound. So here it's O. And notice how this symbol or this character is still at the start of the syllable, so it's gonna be silent. So you only pronounce it as O. And then number 6 makes a yo sound, like hey yo, like yo, yo, yo. Number 7 makes like a oo sound, like oo, oo. How I would say it in real life example would be like milk in Korean is like uyu, so it makes like a oo, like uyu, uyu. Number 8 makes like a u sound, like you. Number 9 makes like a sound, like oo but flat, so like 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 as in yes, it's like or in Korean, water or a beverage is 음료, so it's like like a oo but flat. I don't know if that makes sense. I think this is a bit tricky. I would just say just keep at it or look at other ways that people learn it, because I do think this one's a bit hard. Number 10 makes like a E sound, like E. So now I'm gonna go over it again. These ones, definitely highly recommend writing it down and repeating it, because these ones are a bit complicated and took me a while to get it down. So don't get too frustrated if you can't get it at first. Just keep on repeating it, applying it to what you see in like real life, practice reading words that have this, and eventually you'll get it down. So you guys got it. You got it. So number 5 makes like an O sound. O. Number 6, yo. Number 7, ooh. Number 8, you. Number 9, flat. Remember to go flat. Number 10, E, E. Now repeat after me. I'm gonna go slow. O, O, yo, yo, oo, oo, you, E, E. And that's it. That's Hangeul. Basically, there's, like I said, there's only 24 consonants. Once you get it down, 24 basics. Once you get the basic consonants down and the basic vowels, that's it. Pat yourself on the back and yeah, just keep on repeating it till it gets in your head. Now I'm gonna do like a short little exercise to see if you can form some letters or words. You refer to your notes and see if you can try to pronounce these words or if you can spell it out. Don't get too frustrated if it's not clicking. I think if you just go back and review your notes and just practice it, eventually I think you will be able to read these words. But here are some like simple combinations of some of the things that I went over. So like if you remember, this was like an N sound, and then this was like a ah sound. So combined together, it's like na, na, na. So people are like nanin, so I'm like I am. This is the N sound, and this is the E sound if you remembered. So combined together, it's ni, ni, ni. This, if you remember, the first letter of this word makes like a H sound, like ha. And then this makes like an ah sound, like ah, ah. And then the last one makes like N. So it makes han, like Hangeul. This is the first part of the word Hangeul, han. This one, the first on top, the letter makes a g sound, and then like oo, and then lastly this falls in the bottom, so it makes like a k sound, so like gook, gook. This is the last word in or part of the word Hanguk, so it's like gook, gook. And then BTS, if you guys know, this is bantan. So the first syllable makes like a b sound, and then the second one is ah. And then if you remember this character, if it's at any part after the start of the syllable, you're gonna pronounce it like a n sound. So ban, ban, ban. And then this one's like a T sound. Again, ah, like an N sound. So it's like tan, tan. And then combined is ban, tan, ban, tan, which is BTS. The first part is bantan in Korean. So it's ban, tan, ban, tan. So we can go over again. N, ah, na, na. N, and then E is like ni, ni. This like H sound, A, N, han. G is makes like a g, oo, and then k sound, g, oo, k sound, so gook, hanguk. And then this one makes a B sound, A, and like an at the end, and then T, and A, N, tan, so ban, tan. I think what would be good to practice is try writing out the Hangeul of your favorite K-pop group and then sounding it out. I hope that my tips and tricks for today can help you easily pick up Hangeul more easier so you don't have to struggle like me. So once I got really good at reading Hangeul, I felt really empowered. For example, when I studied abroad in Korea, it hit me differently when I was there. Suddenly, I could read the street signs, order food without pointing at the pictures, and even understand words on the subway announcements. And so I felt super empowered by self-learning Hangeul and now being able to, when I was studying abroad in Korea, being able to read everything. So I hope that you all enjoyed my video today. Please subscribe for more content, and bye. Thank you for watching my video.